He came. Did you think he would write back first? Did you think he would compose a careful reply that weighed the considerations, and ask clarifying questions, and gave himself time to deliberate? This was Aeolid, a man who had sailed into storms with names like curses, and done it deliberately. A letter from her was not an invitation to weigh options. It was a heading. He set his sails accordingly, and he moved. He arrived at Delphi like weather arrives, without announcement, without explanation, without asking whether she had meant it, or whether she was certain, or whether she had considered the implications in full. He appeared the way a tide appears, because it was time, and the conditions were right, and that was the only logic it required. She had prepared the coals with great care. She had thought it through. She understood precisely what she was burning down, and she had decided to burn it anyway. It was her fire. She had built it herself over years, and she knew every plank of it. All she had asked for was the match. He looked at what she had prepared, and he poured oil on it. He drowned her careful embers in something faster than she had planned, something that would not be managed or measured or controlled into a shape, that still resembled the life she had built. He undid every chain she had fitted to herself in his absence, and she let him, because she had written the letter, and she had meant it. And there is a particular freedom that lives on the other side of having finally said the true thing. She lit the match. He brought the gasoline. This is the shape of them, and it is why they fit each other the way they did. They left before dawn. They did not look back at the precinct. She did not go to the tripod for farewell. You do not pause to say goodbye to a life you are burning. You turn your face toward the wind, and you go. They went to windswept days, to the life he had made of salt air and motion, and the peculiar freedom of people who have abandoned the pretense of standing still. He was certain their lives could be woven together. He had the certainty of a man who has been right about enough things, for long enough that he has stopped distinguishing between confidence and invulnerability. The forward motion, the open horizon, the allegiance to wherever the wind was pointing. He believed he could hold her too, believed their love was large enough and true enough to absorb the cost of what they had done. He feared no God. He had faced Olympian storms at sea and entered them with his eyes open and come out the other side. The gods were among the hazards of being alive, and he had catalogued them alongside the rest. What would they do to a man who loved this completely and felt no apology for it? This is what hubris sounds like from the inside. It sounds like courage. It sounds like the most natural thing in the world, from the inside. The two are not distinguishable. You will only understand the difference in retrospect, from the far side of what the certainty cost you